Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors. We're going to talk about the PWB, the Puzon Wilderness Bowie. I got it right here. It's dropping today, January 9th, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on where you live. Now, I wanted to talk to y'all specifically about 3 or 4, maybe 5 reasons why I carry a pocket fixed blade at work. Now, I carry one a lot, but specifically at work, what I want to do is just use this video. This knife I've had for some time. I've used it. I was out here working on it with the work sharp during the other breaks, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about it. Now, Dave Puzon designed this knife. It is what I like to call a pocket fixed blade. And I didn't coin the term, I don't think, but I've used it and I don't have a better term for it. It's 7 3/4 inches overall length. The blade length is 3 5/8 with a cutting edge of about 3 1/2. It's 1/8 inch thick blade stock. The inner grip on the handle is right at 3 5/8. However, you can add another 1/4 to 1/2 inch for that if you just have those big mitts and you need to get down on it. Again, it's dropping tonight at Work Tough Gear website. So I'm going to talk to you about it and use it. Now, first reason that I like carrying a pocket fixed blade at work is this. I like the strength of a fixed blade, but the size of a pocket knife. I know that sounds simplistic, but it's true. There's a lot of times at work today, for example, every single one of my crew called in. I'm incredibly happy about that, but you know what? That's life and it happens. So I've had to do some sandblasting today. When I do sandblasting, I don't carry a folder. That sand will absolutely eat it up, but I need a knife out there, right? I could carry a regular size fixed blade, but here's the deal. If you've ever sandblasted, you're dragging air hoses, you're dragging blast hoses. You don't want anything coming up on you and catching. So for me, I have the strength, certainly, of a fixed blade. I have the size of a pocket knife. Now, for me, a pocket fixed blade in its basic terms is this. Take that and put it in your pocket. The second reason I like carrying a pocket fixed blade is carry options. I can just sling it in my pocket. I can put an ulti clip on it, stick it on the inside of my pocket, make it quicker to deploy if I need that. I can put any kind of setup to carry it, scout carry. I can put a nylon strap to carry it, belt carry. I can tuck it between my belt and my pants. That is my preferred method on a larger fixed blade. But for these, I literally shove them in my pocket. So I've got a lot of carry options. I've got strength, I've got size, I've got carry options. The next reason, and let's say reason number 3, is concealment. Now, not from a self-defense standpoint. I really don't discuss that stuff a whole lot. I spend a lot of my life raising hell, fighting and carrying on, and I want to leave it there. The other side is I'm not trained. So you would be getting advice from someone who's not trained in knife fighting, just an old barroom brawler. It would probably get you hurt if you want the truth. So when I'm talking about concealment, I'm talking about if I go in the office, if we have customers in, if I happen, now everybody knows I like my big ass knives. I always will. I love them, and I certainly carry them anytime I want. But there's a lot of times, man, I have zero desire to scare a 90-year-old woman or a bunch of kids to death. I can tuck it in. Nobody sees it. Now, again, I'm not worried about hiding it from anybody. I live in the state of Florida. You can carry just about whatever you want. There is a 4 1/2 inch blade length for concealed. Anything over that, you have to have a permit. This certainly is not. The reason that I carry a lot of the Work Tough gear, and I'll cover this real quick, they always come razor sharp. The heat treat's always spot on. Now, I've probably got 60 of the damn things at this point. So if there's anybody that can speak with any authority on it, and I hate doing that. If you watch the channel, you know, I try not to come off arrogant when it comes to this stuff, but when it comes to Work Tough gear, I know what I'm talking about. I've used them enough in real life scenarios, and there is a hard use review of this knife up. So concealment, strength. The other couple reasons that I like carrying a pocket fixed blade, and this is going to sound kind of goofy, but it's true. Is reason number 4? Is when somebody wants to borrow my damn knife, right? I just don't have any problem handing them a work tough gear. I've had guys screw up the edges. We all have. Live and learn, right? But not on my work tough gear stuff. So I can hand this to one of the guys that work here who's a little rougher with stuff, and I'm all right. Pocket fixed blades for me is just at work is an essential. And I know some of those are just basic reasons. You say, well, Scab, you can carry this. I can. But with the pocket fixed blade, with the work tough gear, I'm confident in what I'm doing, right? Even if I got to hone the damn thing up, I'm confident in what I'm doing. The thing with self-defense is this. Now, this is a clip point Bowie, and Jim Bowie, its namesake, was one knife fighting some bitch. We all know that. If I had to use this for self-defense, I could. Again, I could conceal it, but I'll tell you who's really good with those topics is 411 Outdoors. He has a great channel. He really, really does. He covers more self-defense techniques, some different knives for self-defense. Check him out, great channel, or check out Donnie B All Day. Both of those guys, when it comes to self-defense, do a really good job. Now, some of the stuff that I have to do at work, I could do with any knife. But if I have this little PWB, and I do like this because it is a Bowie. I mean, I'm gonna be real honest with you. Dave Pouzon's a good guy, and all that, but I like having that Bowie style. And like I said, I love Dave. He's a good dude, but it wouldn't matter who made it or designed it as long as Work Tough Gear made it. Now, I am pretty particular when it comes to that. I do carry a lot of Dave's designs, but what I'm saying to you is this is just kind of, for me, it's kind of a vibe knife. You know, it's one of those things that I really, really dig. It's got a little bit of an aggressive look to it. I like that. So if you were going to hold a gun to my hand, those would be kind of the reasons that I carry one at work. It's incredibly practical. The other thing, real quick, grips on this. I can normal grip. I can transition to a pinch grip. I can go to an old man grip. I can go to a stabbing grip. The pommel is suited for that. And I can transition very, very easily, very comfortably. Now, this particular grip here, I don't use a lot at work. I do use this one a lot. If I'm trying to, a lot of times I have to swap out my sandblast hose, or if I have to strip wire back, or if I have to do something like that, I like using that grip a lot. And I'll just show you. You can go pinch grip, and I can really get in there and get some work done with it. I can go long form if I need to slice, like so, you know, fabric, stuff like that you guys normally see. I will pin my hard use review of this knife, but let's recap. Knife's dropping a knife tonight at Work Tough Gear website, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I like that I have the strength of a fixed blade, size of a pocket knife. I like its carry options. I like its concealability. I like its utilitarianism. I like the grip. I like that it comes sharp. Now, those are Work Tough Gear factors. But for me, the other thing that you can do with this knife, and I found this out a lot, is camping. The other thing that I like doing at work too, the last reason, is simply this. There's a lot of times at break when things have been chaotic like they have been today, and I can simply go out and I can just kind of do this. Guys, I could do this all day long and smile the entire time. That being said, guys, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. We know they are. We talk about it all the time. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. Guys, I back the blue. That's not always popular. I get it. I'm not sorry. You either got to stand on it. If you're going to stand for something, stand. Don't always be backing up. I'm not backing up. I know that not everybody supports that. I respect that. I'm not arguing with anybody. I don't shove it down your throat. It's just one of my causes. Finally, if you are an addict, and Lord knows I am, never quit quitting. The other thing that Work Tough Gear does really, really well is they throw some sparks. So you can slice, you can dice. But those are 4 or 5 reasons, guys. I don't know what I'm titling it. I'll probably screw up the count on the reasons. Those are reasons I like carrying pocket fixed blades, in particular Work Tough Gear. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Love y'all.